Hey guys, what up? What up? We're back today. We have some Diablo to play. Before we get started, heads up, update on PoE. We have gotten the Ignite's MI character up and running. It's not quite in a state that I would like, so I am messing around with it there and on PoB and everything else. So we'll see what I'm going to cook up as improvements. Then in D4 we finished what I assume is the campaign. There seems, from where I stopped, I would assume there's still some dialogue and maybe cutscenes to finish before it's actually done. But the game kicked me out last night and it refused to let me log in and some weird shit like that after the final fight. So I kind of just said, you know what, we ended there. But for all intents and purposes, we're basically done with the campaign. So now we just need to go find Eru. What I want to do after the what I want to do after finding, bro, really? Are y'all really going to keep stuttering? I wanted to find out information about the world boss, but like I don't think it's gonna let me.
Need more time. I'm low on vigor. I don't have enough vigor.
You know, one thing I was also thinking about, why don't I use a different melee or a different generator? They're all melee. Yeah, they're all melee. Okay. All right. I probably should have just gone to town because I have a full inventory. Kyrgyzstan is here. 3 minutes. Let's just dump these because why not? Then what am I gonna do? Okay, Surely we find him soon.
Blood. He's here somewhere. Stop running and face us, Eru.
So she just speaks off into the distance.
There will be time enough for that, my friend.
We are.
Don't my friend me.
You've made that more than clear.
What did he give you to betray us, Eru? Was it worth it?
Mephisto has sworn to spare all that I love from what is to come. Even knowing I will never see it, I would not unmake my choices.
You can't trust Mephisto to keep his promises. He will break this deal the first chance he gets. It isn't too late. Just tell us what you did with the stone and the body. We can still make this right.
I have not come here to make this right. There is no making this right. There is only what you are owed.
Like, my guy, you betrayed your own spirits. You know this, right?
Today, I have chosen to break your trust. And every day I live, I must choose to do it again. And I say to
So
you
he plans to die.
that I am not that strong.
Enough of this. Stop making excuses.
Here is what you want, then. Here is your vengeance. Come and take it!
Dead.
Oh, Eru. He picked a fight he knew he wouldn't win. Bringing Mephisto into the vault nearly killed him. And when it didn't, he asked us to finish him. To end his pain.
You're sure this is the right move?
Literally, watch at his.
No.
Facts, though.
To
But I
carry
mean-
the guilt of hurting someone. And I know too well what it's like to wrestle with the Lord of Hatred. Eru made the only
All I'm
choice
gonna
he
say
had
is,
to
my
make.
guy,
It's infuriating,
it's like,
crushing.
nah.
But he's already done the worst he can do to us. Let him wrestle with himself now. It's what Akarat would want. If we kill him, we rob him of the choice to be better. It's time we return to the Horadric Vault. It might have something, anything, that could help us against Mephisto.
So he's not dead. Okay. Where the fuck is he taking me to? What the flip is this? All the way up here? I mean, in that case, I'm just going to teleport here and destroy some shit. Is it just me, or is this loading screen taking a while? There we go. Oh, it brought me here. I'm not sure this is where I had in mind, but is there even a blacksmith? Okay, there is. Blood wave. Using an agility skill reduces the cooldown of your next subterfuge. Oh, this is rogue. Defensives. Ooh, pole arm. Resource cost reduction. It doesn't have dexterity. It does have big DPS. I need something that has decent DPS but has dexterity as well. So let's sort this. And let's just deal with the weapons first. This has dexterity and vigor on kill. I like this guy. But you are just 135 DPS versus 160. Surely you don't expect me to pick you. These two are very identical, but I'll go with the pole arm, I guess. Yeah, I'll just ignore the You do not have much to go for in the way of armor, but you have Stinger. This has resource cost reduction though. It has dexterity, has armor. It's a no-brainer. I'm switching to this. Okay, cool. So everything else can just, you know, take a hike. What about you? Anything here with decent armor? This has dexterity and max life as well, so this is a no-brainer. But it needs to have 2 sockets for my, you know, thingies, my runes. I think this is honestly what I'm gonna go for. I lose the bubble, but who cares?
Came apart nicely.
This has vigor per second and movement speed. I lose dexterity, but that's fine. I do need to apply scourge affects enemies. I think that is an aspect I like. Dex and dots, vigor and kill. Honestly, I don't need any source of critical strike chance I can get, and Dex dot gives me a chance to put, you know, crits as the last mobility, as the last thing, or resource cost reduction or whatever else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy the next one. What about you? Helmets. When you would accumulate 50% of your max life loss. So basically this tries to stop one shots or prevent them, it looks like. This has lucky hit, shadow res, and rushing claw. This has max life and payback. I don't like that this doesn't like have max life, but I mean, not much I can do there. And then for you, we have Dex, max life, and armor. If I can replace something with something, like if I can get vigor per second, that'd be nice, but I don't know that I can. I will destroy you, however. And between these two, what did I decide on? I think I decided on you, so you are of no consequence. So everything in my inventory right now shall still be used, I think. Okay. Before I leave town, give me a second. I wanted to check on something IRL. Can I just say, my apartment has no business being as hot as it is. Like, Jesus Christ, just cook me. Oh yeah, this place. I remember here. From the main campaign.
You used to sing me a song. I can almost remember it sometimes. But then, it's gone. Like you never sang it at all. Maybe. Everything before Mephisto is distant. A dream that turned out to be my life.
Lol.
I remember she loved me. And that's enough. It needs to be enough. We came here for a reason. Knowledge. The Vault's bound to have something we can use against Mephisto.
There's no way there's still a second fight, right? Right? I mean, if there is, and it's just as epic as the first one, then I'd be impressed. I'd genuinely be impressed.
That smell. You don't forget it.
I haven't seen this place since the first.
Workbench a mess. Again. Let's take a look around. He may have left something useful behind.
Maybe he left himself. I'll go to that tree knowing you were the best mistake I ever made.
Lorath left a letter for you.
I thought he might.
I saw my corpse, and from my mouth crawled hatred.
I recognize this. Rathma's prophecy. Lorath always dismissed it. What would change his mind?
An ass whooping?
Can't believe you actually found her.
Who are you?
Friend of a friend.
Stay the fuck away from her, just in case.
I've been following you since you arrived in the peaks. On Prava's behalf. She wants to see you.
Prava's knights hunted Neyrel across half of Sanctuary. Do you take us for fools?
I would have asked the same. Not so long ago. Then Prava saved my life. She's changed. Or maybe the world has. Either way.
I don't think I'm so inclined to, but at least she looked like she had some semblance of
We
sense.
can't keep running. Let's hear what Prava has to say.
I like how the end of the campaign is just literally force feeding me experience. Like, genuinely, shit is just force feeding me experience. I've leveled up what 3 times since I killed the final boss, and I just gained like half a level's worth of experience. I mean, if I'm gonna end at 50, you know, that's chill. I mean, if y'all want to also take it to 60, you know, I won't complain either. What are you doing? What are you still doing in Laura's house?
A wanderer and a heretic, both. Welcome.
If something happens,
I'll be ready.
I hear Urivar is dead. By your hand?
Who else?
yes.
Good. Easier to obscure your part in his death than hers. Neyrelle, the church has been searching for you for quite some time.
I'm aware.
Such a chill, and so near the hearth. I didn't want this war with you, child. We are enemies of circumstance. But circumstances can change.
What are you getting at?
Would
Exactly.
you have us beg forgiveness?
Why are you beating about the bush?
Perhaps someday. But in this moment, I only ask for peace. Inarius's death cracked the foundation of our faith. Urivar's actions tore those cracks asunder. If the cathedral is to survive, it will need my full attention. And even though you no longer carry the stone, you are not relieved. The threat of the Lord of Hatred remains.
Yes.
How does she even know that
Yes, it
Nero
does.
doesn't have the stone?
Then we have a shared enemy. Let our feud be over. In time, when word spreads, you, all of you, will be friends of the church once more. I swear it. May the Father's light shine on us all.
A friend of the church. Lorath won't know what to do with himself. Are you okay?
Yes. I was just thinking about something Eru told me once. You must remember the home you saved. Hold it close to your breast. Because it's the only thing you have.
You have saved more than one home, my friend. Not everything he told you was a lie.
I still don't get
Did you
why.
do it?
Exactly.
Did we push him to this?
Is it because of Maka's death or like what the fuck?
This is on Mephisto. I know how he works. He shows us truths so deep and terrifying that it makes us question our choices. Ourselves. Our friends. If he can make us hate who we are, his work is nearly done.
That's what he's been doing to us all this time.
But it didn't work on you. And because of that, I am free of the stone. And we are standing here together, ready to face whatever comes next.
Neyrelle, promise me something.
Anything.
When we find Mephisto, you let me be the one to kill him.
Naturally. And I think that's the end of the story.
We are all villains in someone else's story. The Haradrim know this better than anyone. We've all made hard choices to protect what we love. Choices that seem necessary, even righteous in the moment. But the Lord of Hatred excels at turning the blade of righteousness back into our...
Yo, this scene, can I just say it was actually
in hell had aftershocks
quite the animation.
beginning to understand
When he split her hand, I was like, Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that.
for the path we'd taken. How would it paint Eru? Eru made his choice out of love and despair. I can hate him and still understand why he did it. And how it made him the devil's perfect tool. Another twist to the blade of righteousness. Perhaps Eru believed it was all worth it. The Hantu and the spirit realm were spared from Mephisto's touch. But that only meant they were cursed to watch the rest of the world wither. age of hatred to come.
So the next expansion is going to be called Age of Hatred. And this is going to be a teaser for it or something. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't a teaser.
Beloved shepherd of the light, after an eternity of vigilance, you are betrayed, and by your own flock.
So we're going to have to deal with an empowered Mephisto. I knew that was gonna happen.
Wolf shall rise anew. Wrapped in the guise of man, I shall walk amongst the innocent. And there will be no salvation in the light.
And Mephisto is back, I guess. GG, good game. So it's taking us basically, it will take us essentially what I assume to be three expansions, i.e. base game, expansion 1, and then expansion 2 to kill Mephisto.
I was sent by Ormus. He asks that you visit him. He has need of your skills.
Is this for the Undercity? The next thing on the agenda, once I'm done with all these talking, is to unlock all the other mercenaries. Unlock as many as I can. Then I will check out who best matches what I'm looking for and just go with that. And can I just say that tiger is still adorable. Too adorable.
Ormus sees you. He sees all the good you have done, and that you are desperate to pursue the Lord of Hatred. But Mephisto's plans have yet to be revealed. The threat he poses is
Poor
not
Maka.
an immediate
Look
one.
at her seats right there.
Nahantu have need of you. Eru's betrayal is a fresh wound, but others have been harmed by his actions. Not only did we lose Maka, may her soul find peace, but Eru was a revered elder. The people of Nahantu grieve all they have lost. Nahantu needs to remember hope, friend. They
need a hero.
Ormus asks, what is a hero without those who push them to be heroic? You must gather your allies.
Okay, so it is telling me to go do all the others, like get all the mercenaries, which was what I was gonna do regardless. So kind of all works out, eh? So before we do anything, let's just go straight here.
Welcome, Wanderer. I've been expecting you.
So I think the places I can have. Yes, I guess let's start here. What do you mean cannot salvage? Okay, so let me see what exactly is ready. You need to, the ring needs a different stat ASAP. There's nothing here that I can see. I'll take life on Collie today. This is going to replace... I don't want it to replace you because you have crits. You have resource cost reduction. You, I think, are the one that it makes sense to replace. But at the same time, I'm like... I don't care too much for the attack speed. I don't care too much for the damage, but that crit chance is what I do care about. But it's quite low, so meh. This guy just gets to get worn. You can get worn all the same. You get worn, that's fine. You would need a replacement for CSD, but for now it's fine. You need vigor per second, and you need to replace, I'm assuming, Russian Claw. What exactly does Russian Claw? Oh look, we're level 50, so it did get us to what I said. Yeah, Russian Claw is... I'd rather have the lucky hit chance than... Oh wait, I just realized this only has one gem socket. I'll go to the jeweler.
Ever at your service.
There we go. And then you are the last one here that is yet to be replaced. Like, I don't understand why I can't mark this one. Yeah, all accounts. This is account bound back in markets. Because you're a vessel of hatred item. No, this is a vessel of hatred item. I can mark it. What is it? I don't get it. Well, in any case, what is armor cap again? At level 60, 1,000 armor. So we can still do more armor. So this is honestly fine. I just have to give up on the vigor per second. I'll see how it again. Why can't I mark it? It doesn't make sense. Well, eh. Okay. Now for the things I wanted, there's crit chance for 5 seconds. There is pestilence swarm. We have cast a skill after moving. So after 4 skills, honestly, it's not a bad idea. 4 skills produces a swarm.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
Then I have restore primary resource, which is invoke druid's earthen bulwark, granting a barrier. Mystical frost nova, inflicting freeze and burn on nearby enemies. Then we have restore 1 primary resource. So let's do this. Not you, you. Okay, let's just do what we had before. Then I wanted to add the aspects.
I know that glint in your eye. I know what you seek.
I think it's this. I wanted the one, this guy, Scourge. Okay, cool. I also think I want to play around with Touch of Death as a main skill, because I wanted my swarms to do, like, you know, decent damage. But I guess I would need just other sources of... I would just need other sources of Pestilence Swarm, which I think there should be. And then I could actually make this work. Okay, for now that's all I need, I think. We can actually leave town now and... Wait, no, potion. There's one more person I need to visit.
Not enough materials.
Bruh. Okay then. I spoke too soon. So I just need to make sure as I'm going through the world, I'm picking up all the herbs I'm seeing.
I need more time. I'm out of vigor. Not ready yet.
Okay then. Really, bro?
I need more time. I'm low on vigor. I'm out of vigor.
Yeah. Don't knock me off.
That must be the tunnel's entrance.
I wonder how long these quests are gonna be.
Need more time.
No! Stay back!
What is this?
Follow the mysterious demon. Said no black person ever. Just saying. Just saying. Like the things games try to get you to do that you just would not do if this was really you. It's kind of wild.
Not ready yet. I'm low on vigor.
You're dead. I heard loots. I heard loots. Did you find the story ending good? Yeah. Like Diablo has always been, I think, a really good, like, it's story wise, Diablo is actually uncontested in the ERPG scene. Like it has always had a good story. The problem is like it just falls off afterwards, right?
Need more time.
seeing Mephisto twice in a row not being able to kill him. Only thing I can say with that is like it's kind of whatever that he's still going to be the main villain of the next one. It's like why didn't we just get someone else? You know? Like we could genuinely have gotten someone else and I would have been fine. Because like I don't know if you want spoilers or anything about the story.
This must be it.
But he didn't need to he basically didn't need to be the boss of the next expansion. Like he definitely did not have to be. Is all I'm gonna say. You know how it goes. I watched you. So you want me to comment? Like you don't mind spoilers?
I don't want to hurt you.
Both of you to assume you can. Okay.
Don't touch that.
Well, the final fight was a fight with you and Akarat to battle Mephisto. Right?
No. I warned you.
I need more time. I need more vigor.
It was a fight. It was a fight between you and Mephisto, and reality is it did not have to get dragged out because Mephisto was at his strongest. You actually have no idea how much damage I'm doing and how much damage I should be doing at this point. I actually have no idea. Anyways, let me actually... You spoiled it by playing through all of it. Did you actually watch the entire story, or like you get the gist of the story because of the parts you saw?
I know you can't control your powers. Never doubt that I love you, and will always love you. My only regret is I taught you shame and fear. I should have never hidden you away from the world. They should see what a beautiful...
I watched it.
Please, don't repeat my mistakes. All my love. Da.
So, what I'm gonna say is... Oh, there's an actual cutscene.
Leave. Get out before there's only pieces of you left.
What have you done with the boy?
He's dead.
He is the boy.
I tore him apart.
Where did you get that?
You're a child. Is this yours?
It was a gift from Father. Please.
Where is he?
So this is one of the people I'm going to be hiring as a mercenary.
Alone. Please, come with me.
You saw what happened.
Child labor.
When I get scared, the monsters appear.
I know a place where you wouldn't need to be scared. There are good people, but you must give them the chance to show you.
And you? You'll be there too?
Of course I will.
That's a lie. I never say that. Like, hideout is lava. We don't spend time there.
Where should I go?
There's a man named Raher.
He's right here. He's like right in front of you.
He's called the Pale Hand. Find him. He'll have a
He's like literally right in front of you. Like literally 2 steps in front of me. He's there. With the name tag and everything. Are you blind? Anyways, so here's what I think. They did not need to delay the whole Mephisto thing. We've already faced him. They could have just let it be. You know, that's the end of the story. Like the twist was fun and all, you know, but it's a situation where the twist would have been nice if there was a phase 2, so we can get on with it, because of Mephisto has already teased that his brothers are going to come. So like Diablo and I think was Baal are going to be showing up at some point in the expansions, right, in the future. So we might as well have been getting on with it to the next, you know, bad guy. Now you can make the argument like, you know, base game was Lilith and not Mephisto, so we actually just got Mephisto now, but like it's gonna be Mephisto and Mephisto again, right? So like that's a problem, unless it's going to be Mephisto and someone else in the next like expansion, which is possible, and there's no way we can actually know if that is going to be the case. But from everything we've seen so far, just let me kill the wolf. He's annoying, you know.
Welcome back.
Copium. Yeah, I don't think Blizzard will do that. I don't think so, but like I said, I think it's a good story overall. I enjoyed it. I've always thought that Diablo prides itself on the story, and I haven't been proven wrong yet. Like its story is good. It's just you only play the story once, right? So everything else is literally not story. Yeah.
Odkin, and I can watch after myself.
I was wondering who this was at the center.
You don't have to do that alone anymore. Every member of the Pale Hand watches out for each other and contributes to the guild. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now find a space for yourself. I'll make sure Odkin finds his way here.
Oh, this is Faye. Your daughter's here.
Ah, so she is. It's time she learned this part of the trade. The Pale Hand had a reputation. We never commanded the resources of the wolves, so we had to make do. We'd fight someone else's battles and take what their enemies left behind.
You were looters.
And I'm in good company, eh?
Of course.
Earn a mercenary's trust, and we'll keep an eye out for whatever bits and bobs you might desire. Speak with Faye. You'll pay in pale marks, coins daubed with chalk dust. Careful, friend. It shows you're one of us now.
Mercenaries trade their loot against pale marks. You can earn permanent by creating mercenary rapport by completing events with mercenaries. Barter their loot in exchange for pale marks. Bartering upgrades by gaining rapport, and mercenaries look after the more you unlock, the more loot will be offered. So looking at you right now, right? Legendary armor. Oh, you just get 50 pale marks. 50 pale marks.
All these numbers are so boring.
So let's see, is there anything good here?
Just as important to a smith.
Casting an ego skill in mystic circles empowers them to move with you and explode for this lightning damage when you evade. I'm guessing this is part of the legendaries being used by that person. And then there's defensive aspect cash. Okay.
Check, and yes, all balanced out.
Restock supply for free. So we can just restock whenever we want. That's kind of nice. Like this is max life armor thunder spike. This is dex max life and poison res. This is just a better chest piece than what I currently have going on. So in reality I should probably replace it, but it costs pale marks I'm not willing to spend yet. So
Hang of this.
If you're sure, let's go.
Odkin emits 3 ghostly souls at enemies, each haunting their victims and dealing shadow damage. If a target dies, it jumps to another soul. Forsaking shadow strike, shoots a burst of darkness at an enemy, dealing this. Flame surge, channels a cone of flame for this, repeat, dealing this. This is fire. Fire of souls. Daze does what? Cannot attack or use skills, but okay, so it's the one that has the bubbles on top of their head. Or Vaughn. Desiccates an area for 6 seconds, slowing them within by this and reducing their damage dealt. Chains up to 10 enemies to himself, dealing to them and dealing shadow damage over 3 seconds. When the chains expire, they deal shadow damage and stun their victims for whatever. 2 seconds when a chain target dies. Detonates the chain early, dealing shadow damage around them. Languishing enemies with less than 40% life. Does not work on elites. Then this is Storm of Fire that deals fire damage on impact and remains on the ground for 10 seconds. Every second the storm power burns enemies within damage over 3 seconds. Be stunned. So a flame wall. Oh, so if I plan to be an ultimate ability spammer, if this guy is just gonna be casting as alongside me, so this is honestly not a bad choice for that. Hold on 11 seconds. I like the idea of this one. 3 souls, they go do shadow damage over time. Now, my assumption is my skills have nothing to do with this guy. So no matter what I build, they are going to be independent in how much damage they do. So I don't have to spec into fire or shadow, you know, damage over time, none of that. I'll try this one. Start there. Okay. Next person. Give me a second. I need to check something in IRL. Again, I say my room has no business being this hot. But let's go. My guy is riding a Jaguar. What's that? I can't see it. It's so dark. Jeez. Could be a Panther, to be honest. I have no idea what my guy is riding.
It seems kind of scary.
Let's go right in the center. He got knocked off his horse.
I don't have enough vigor. I need more time.
Magic. Something feels wrong. We need to help. Too much.
What is he doing? Why is he just channeling?
Something feels wrong. We need to help it.
Slay demons while Outkin opens sarcophagus in the stages to help power the spells.
I won't give up.
It looks like there's a Spiritborn for every animal here.
Magic. Something feels wrong. We need to help it. Magic. Something feels wrong. We need to help it. Every day. Exhausting. Magic.
Popeo marks.
We need to help it.
In any case, surely I find where I'm supposed to go soon. There, we found it.
My aim is considerably better. You don't hinder it.
If Ray here did not come through himself, then he has good reason. You're the helm. That is good enough for me.
Okay.
Yes, I know of you. And since that bandit who got past you will be back with many of his angry friends.
Bandits who got past me?
Some of what they say of you is actually true. I need you to buy me the time to do what's necessary.
What
I
bandits?
captured one of the bandits and stashed him below. This way.
What bandits?
Here's information we need. I can convince him to give
Torture his ass.
They will be coming to free him soon. Or to slit his throat to keep him from talking. Keep them occupied while I have a chat with him.
Of course you say that.
I know you, soul. My fate is the same, whether I talk or not.
I need more vigor. Not ready yet.
All they tell me is to keep them unspoiled. I don't know.
Oh shit, Chongo, what up? How you doing? What is this? A rune. It's been a minute, I think.
Not ready yet.
Please. I know they're doing something with the windswept order. But I swear to you, I don't know what it is.
Okay, so we're done here?
See? He felt like talking after all.
Lol.
Hopefully there is still time. Meet me at the windswept altar. Don't keep
It has. Enjoying the Spiritborn? Yes. Yes, I am. It feels like a very, very polished class, and I appreciate it. Can I just leave? Nice. It feels like a very polished class, and I appreciate the fact that it is as polished as it is. I so far have only tried the poison, and the poison feels good. It does have its awkward moments in terms of like its gameplay loop, but I think realistically, just the fact that I'm already at the point where I can spam my ultimate, and I have been at this point even before I finished the campaign, was really nice. I have no idea I haven't really looked into the class, into the what's it called, into the class itself, to see like aspects that are available to me or unique items and all of that good stuff. So the reality is I have no actual build planned, but I'm just kind of going with emotions right now. But eventually I'll look through everything and come up with a sort of minion build for it. You know how I am with minions. What about you? Are you playing Spiritborn?
Go in the front. Get the big one's attention. Keep him distracted. You'll know what to do when the time comes.
Of course.
And don't.
Oh yeah, you are. What do you think of it? And which archetype are you going so far?
Seems kind of scary.
Need more time.
Going hard on Centipede as well. I mean, this Centipede just looks so dope. It just looks so freaking dope. I'm kind of hoping, like, so far with the Centipede, when I summon him, that is when I feel the most impact, you know, when he shoots those globs. So what I'm hoping for is that in the future, like once with the aspects and whatnot, that I will be able to like really make his presence known. Now granted, his presence is useful in a variety of ways. So like the fact the executes on the poison when it's up and all of that, very nice.
Need more time.
One thing I haven't figured out yet, and I'm sure there is a way to do it, by the way. I'm very sure there's a way to do it, but I haven't figured out how to. Let me just clear all of these. What skill do I have that keeps popping out? Is it this? I think it's this. I think it's this guy actually. What you call it? I was gonna say something I haven't figured out. What was it? It had to do with my skills. I just don't remember what it was. I have no idea. I had the biggest brain farts ever. Right there. Anyways, moving on. One thing that kind of feels awkward to me when the sense speed is down is like moments like these where I'm just waiting for the dots to finish, and I'm just waiting around, waiting for the dot to finish, because it's like if I don't wait around, the thing is going to drop the loot after I leave, and that's not fun. That is not fun. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I'm going this way. Surely one day I'm going to remember what it is I actually wanted to say. Did it have to do with rune wards? No. Oh yeah. This is not what I wanted to say, but this is something I do want to say. I have a very awkward time knowing if I'm doing enough damage, because I don't have a mental, I guess, vision of how much damage I should be doing at this point. And that's mostly because of how much it changed between last season and this season. And, you know, last time I played, I went hard on minions and the numbers squish and all of that. Scaling changes are hard to adapt to. Yeah. Yes, they are. I'm just like, this is 26 life on this gear. This doesn't seem like the most. That's kind of low. Then I realized, oh yeah, there was a squish. 26 life might actually be decent.
Well, it seems we have a visitor.
You're bandits? You're cultists.
And you're already dead. Whoever you are, you're outnumbered.
And? Not so outnumbered anymore, eh?
Leave and live. Blood will be spilled.
Please get me out of this place.
Well, I was kind of expecting a fight, but apparently.
I assumed you were paying attention. And everything worked out fine, didn't it? Let's get this one home and collect our bounty.
He said blood will be spilled. That's a lot of blood. That doesn't seem like a normal amount of blood. Yeah.
Everything worked out fine.
Yeah, that's about seems as I was expecting.
I don't have enough vigor. Not ready yet.
My dude, do you know you hurt?
I'll go check.
Do you actually know you hurt? Like, jeez.
Worked out well enough. Maybe Ray here and these mercenaries can be useful from time to time. I'll meet you back at their lair. And by the way, keep the helmet. I never needed it in the first place.
Is that right? Does he actually require me to? Of course he does. Of course he does. Oh yeah. Chungo, and I remember what I wanted to ask. Do you have any idea how to heal your mercenaries? Like, I feel like half the time my mercenaries are like very low health, and it's like I don't know what to do about that. It looks like they're working just fine.
I wish I could tell you differently, Oldkin, but you will always miss him. Just remember that you have family here now.
I will not let you down.
Let's see what this guy has to offer. Subo places a concussive trap that arms after this. When an enemy moves within range, it's like you don't know too. It's like I have no idea if there's any reason to not have it like low. I don't know if there's a reason to not have his health on low or whatever, or to try to preserve his health or whatever. Like, I have no idea. I just let him be. Like, I just let it be, pretty much. Arms after this one, enemy moves within range, explodes for 204 fizz and stuns for this. Bow and heavy shots. Crossbow and salvo. Incendiary at an enemy, dealing this and stunning before exploding into flames for the next 5 seconds. Enemies within the area burn. Then we have explosive charge. Fires 4 explosive charges that stick to enemies. Each explode after 7 seconds, dealing this. Target dies or take overpower damage, and it has a 22-second cooldown. And is there any way to reset the cooldown? So basically, this is specific for this is basically for overpower builds. Carries a massive this that unleashes and knocks enemies back. Lucky hit against enemies within last seconds. Scatters explosive traps that each arm and enemy moves within range, explodes for this and knocks them down. Slows crit damage enemies hits. Immobilizes for 2 seconds. And it's on you, so it's for melee builds. Okay. I mean, I'm still leaning towards the first two. And I mean, for now, I'll still go Oldkin because I mean, I have no reason to go with anyone else. Then all that's left is the last person. Where are they at? You. Stronghold must be conquered first. I guess we're doing a stronghold. Once I unlock this mercenary, I'm gonna figure out, you know, the mercenaries things, and then, and only then, am I going to start messing around with, looking at aspects that fascinate me pretty much. Yeah. Also, I should take a second look at this. Let me see. I should take a second look at this. Heal for this for every nearby enemies you've poisoned. For every nearby enemy you've poisoned within this up to 5%. This is not helpful in single target. Now, when I'm clearing, it's super helpful because it's just 5% heal. But in other situations, it's not. What about you? So that is just thorns, and then there's something else that had to do with thorns. Okay, let's go conquer that stronghold, shall we?
Evil has made this place its lair.
Help! I beg you!
What the fuck is damaging me so bad? Was it the lightning? Surely it couldn't be, right?
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Yeah. What is spending my mana? There's something spending my mana.
My savior.
My savior!
My God, stench. How long have they worshipped this corpse?
Yeah, cool.
Help! I beg you!
You trespassed into the temple of the Great Worm, the Devourer! Die!
Over here! Oh, bless you.
There's something else. You know what it is? I might just now be realizing it. There's something eating my mana that I don't know what it is. It might be all the... It might be the aspects I have, to be honest. Like, I genuinely think it's something that has to do with the feathers that keep spawning. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, you know what I just realized? I've been doing a whole bunch of BS that doesn't matter. I've been going around saving people when I realistically should have just focused on going to that shiny area. Now maybe it just became shiny, but I have a strong feeling it didn't just become shiny.
Need more time.
Well, good thing I have some poison res. Jeez.
Not ready yet.
Ow, 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 ow. Leave me alone.
You're evil. Can't carry anymore.
How am I already full? Yeah, that's all.
The locals come to trespass in the temple of our god. They scream and resist and fight us. But our god...
And that is Odkin rapport, which means I'm thinking he can level up now.
And those who come will be sacrificed.
Is this bugged?
That is our way.
She had me actually evade to move on. Okay, yeah, Odkin can level up. So let's go. I want crit chance against enemies affected by flame surge or additional burning damage over time. I think crit chance. I think in the eventually, right? If I can, I would like to drop this one. Eventually, I want to drop this one for this guy, just so I feel that poison delay a lot less, because if I'm constantly popping on my poisons instantly, especially the ground poison, that would be strong. And then of course I can just kill crits as well. So this is ideally what I end up going, but like, what the fuck is this? Why is my camera moving like I was someone else? Look at this. My camera is moving again. I think I'll just go for the block chance and that's it. Wait a second. Wait. What is default block damage reduction? Because oh, block is trash. Never mind. I thought block was like PoE. It's not. Oh my god, what is this bug that keeps moving my camera? Block will have me stand still a lot. Now it's not so bad if it's 0.5 seconds, because when I use an attack, I'm going to gain yeah, I think it just becomes 9. This becomes, yeah, 9% damage reduction. So it's not bad, I guess, if you get to 100%, but I don't know that I plan to get to 100%. Then there's still this guy over here. Does this guy CC? Kinda does, but kinda doesn't. This guy CCs, I believe. I guess maybe not. Okay then. Let's drop all the blues. What is that? No, hold up. I saw plus 10. Bro, what is that? Plus 101? Bruh. You know, I'd be a fool to not consider, if at least consider. What? Look at this! What the fuck is this? The camera just left me.
I need to keep looking.
Find the fetid larder. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back.
Too late to run.
Not ready yet.
Show the intruder the might of the sticks.
How come they suddenly last so long? Aren't you supposed to be the person I'm supposed to help? Is it just me or is she just taking no damage?
Not bad. I promise.
It doesn't look like she's taking much damage. Oh, am I meant to intentionally lose this? Surely not, right? Unless she's just hard out levels my current. So I wasn't supposed to just eat shit. Am I ZDPS?
Stay your hand. I swear to you by the bloated worm and by the ways of my people, my life is yours to take. But first, allow me to exact my revenge upon those
What are
who
you?
wronged me.
You're not human, right?
Mariana, call me mercenary, call me butcher. My quest is to deliver my vengeance upon the cannibal chieftains who chased me from my clan.
I guess she's a cannibal or something.
Until my enemies are dead by my hand, I will not.
Are you human?
So much flesh.
You look human-esque.
So much temptation. I need to be gone from this place.
I have no idea what she is.
That pit. I've been down there so long. I could barely tell friend from foe. Glad I didn't kill you.
You tried to.
Tested me. By the law of my people and the law of the worm, I am yours to butcher and devour. But before that happens, I must put 2 cannibal chieftains under my knife.
Give me a second.
Grelka the Craven and Zolmog Venomblood must die.
Why?
Because they banished me. Because they wounded my honor. Because I don't like them. I need help to destroy them, Wanderer.
Why does everyone just default to calling me Wanderer?
Agreed. Then first we seek Grelka, sure to be in his feasting hall. Cannibals loyal to Grelka roam the untamed scraps. At least a few must know where his hole is.
BRB. I'm back. I came here to sort this out. This has dex and damage, but is that worth losing out on? I'm just going to go for this. It may have shitty stats, but at the end of the day, its DPS is too high to ignore. This has armor and resource cost reduction. Now, resource cost reduction, it's always nice to have. Has better armor, better armor. It's missing dex. I think dex is a good enough stat to actually pass up on that for 27%. Sure. Poison res. Okay. Armor, shadow res. This has armor, it has armor, and then it has shadow res. I honestly think I prefer life right now. My resistances are all 20 something percent except shadow. Shadow is the one that is actually decent. But I think overall the armor would just be nice to have. But then I'd be losing dex. I'll just keep my current one. It's not worth losing out on everything that one provides, I think. This has a lot of move speed and a lot of armor, but I guess the vigor per second has proven to not be the most impactful. And such, I'll just switch to this. It's better move speed anyways. Fire res life. Damage lucky hit chance. Damage lucky hit chance. Lightning res max life. Dex max life. It's kind of like this one, but different stats. I guess I should probably switch. I be losing out on dots too, and dots is, you know, probably decent. And then for you, oh shit, movement speed, dexterity, and when you cast a skill, you heal for this life. Okay, cool. Then you have max life. That's a lot of life. Total armor, which is nice, and fire res. I think I'm gonna keep my movement speed because I like movement speed. Okay, cool. What about you over here? Meh. Meh. Meh.
The great axe of the Oxen tribe.
Where is the blacksmith again? Wasn't he here? Did they move him? Why on earth would they move him?
You need steelwork, hair, forge.
I can only imagine they moved him to be closer to everything else, but like that just threw me the fuck off. I think I said dexterity is enough for that one to just keep that one, and then you, I'm just going to destroy all the same.
Ah, a warrior. How may I serve?
Okay, let go. Isn't this PvP or something? Which, by the way, I should take the time to finish my season journey. Well, not finish, but progress through it, because I don't think I've paid any attention to anything there.
You dare return to the land you betrayed, Veriana? Receive the flesh.
The severed hand. You see the mark tattooed on the palm. Quickly now. Here, this hath.
Yeah.
Grelka can be made to reveal where Zolmark is. Grelka! Where is your master? There's still a way for me to find Zolmark, but I need to prepare.
Observe the ritual.
What is it you're doing?
My people have a ritual. It can tell me what I must know, but just be quiet.
I guess I'll find out if she's human now. I assume she is. They still haven't shown her face. This looks like the ritual from The Witcher. Kind of. Okay, not quite. They ain't just out here tossing parts out. They're instead eating it and cutting the bellies of the people who ate it.
It's too much. You don't need to do this to yourself.
Don't look at me.
Well, it did still have to do with eating parts at least. Which is, what the fuck am I listening to?
Zolmark, Tyrant King, Crown of Teeth, Throne of Bone, King of Flesh, made flesh.
Oh, we've seen her face, and I have no idea if this is... Like, you just have to assume this is a human.
Zolmark in Goron.
He went busy playing calls. That guy chowing down like there's no tomorrow.
We got to Goron now.
Nasty. Isn't Goron like... Yeah, that's nasty.
Goron streets will be thick with Zolmark's sycophants, all on the lookout for threats to his coronation.
Yeah.
But if we get our hands on a boat, we can enter the city by the docks. Far fewer eyes than the main gates.
Oh look, they both have their own panthers, jaguars, whatever the fuck they are. Cats. They both have their own big cats. How dare you?
ready yet. What is this?
Am I lagging? What is going on? Find a boat.
The worm. Come out of your hole, Zolmag! I'll have your head!
Need more time.
Am I really going into these fights with like all my cooldowns down?
You hear them. You hear them celebrating. That filthy wretch is showing off his power.
And then there's this second person we're supposed to kill. Can both of them just be here?
We can lose ourselves in the crowd, get close to Zolmag, slit the bastard's throat before he even knows we're there.
How brave you are. Returning to the land you sought to betray.
Look at how they just come in here.
I let you live then because you didn't matter. You still
I will kill all y'all.
won't be so gracious now.
I came back for your head, Zolmag. I should have taken it years ago. I won't be leaving without it.
I don't think they're going to let me fight this many people.
King, dear Variana. Perhaps I'll allow you to survive.
You're not my
That's
king,
quite a pile of corpses.
Never my king, and I'll never be
Quite the
one of
pile.
you again.
Oh, you never lose the taste, woman. I suspect you know that all too well. Just as you know the law of our people. Eat or be eaten!
Do we finally get to fights?
It's done.
Okay. One of them is dead. Wasn't there a second one?
As we ended Zolmag's.
Okay, so
I told you, My life is yours to take. As you wish. But my offer stands. Nobody would miss me anyway. Well, maybe Ray here. No reason to linger. I'm headed south, returning to a gathering place for mercenaries in Nahantu. You need a butcher or a blade. Seek me there.
So this is more the front line, like melee damage dealer. So we have a melee damage dealer, we have a range damage dealer, we have a spell casting damage dealer, and we have a tank. Those are the 4 archetypes of mercenaries, it seems. Speak to Ormus. Before we do, we're going to Variana. I'm going to see what her abilities look like. Then we'll make the decision on who to stay on. So far, it looks like we're staying on the Demon Child. So far. I also need to figure out how this reinforcement works.
I had a son once. About your age. Really? I'm ready.
Reinforcements will emerge during combat and execute your skill at the opportunity of something. Tailor each reinforcement by choosing a mercenary skill and setting an opportunity to trigger the matchup combat strategies. Okay, so that's how reinforcements work. Okay. Assign a mercenary skill for the reinforcement skill to perform. So if I say that one, it should use Flame Surge when I use okay. When I use which skill? Okay, cool. So if I do this, hire mercenary, then it makes sense to have you as the reinforcement. So shield charge, no. Slowing enemies, no. I'm thinking taunts. Taunt enemies around you. For this, you gain damage reduction for each target. So I'm thinking this guy, provoke. Right here, takes a protective position for 5 seconds, redirecting 90%, but it's a 30-second cooldown. So I'm thinking this guy is just insane. This Bastion skill just sounds like it is wild. Because not only does it give me unstoppable for 1 second, but like 90% of damage is just taken to him instead. Versus a taunt. And it should be when I become injured. When I become injured, he's gonna come, he's gonna cast this, and then that is gonna reduce my damage by 90% for 5 seconds. Yeah, that makes sense, I think.
Old Variana will do you right.
Swings 2 axes in an arc in front of her, dealing this physical damage and bleeding damage. Oh, bleeds. Variana slams the ground for a brutal shockwave in front of her. Physical damage and knocking down enemies for 2 seconds. If you become CC, Variana leaps towards the enemy that inflicted it, dealing this and knocking them down and knocking out surrounding enemies for 2 seconds on impact. Once every 12 seconds, deals damage and enemy shares this to knock them down. Harpoons, launches 3 harpoons ahead of her, piercing enemies for this. She then rips them back, pulling in, stunning them for 2 seconds. Crushes the ground with her mace, leaving a tremor that deals damage and knocks enemies down repeatedly. Please, vulnerable. Attacks me for 5 seconds whenever I damage an enemy up to 10%. So big attack speed. gaining 30% attack speed and 200% move speed and unstoppable for 7 seconds, and grants attack speed to you for the same duration. So I just get attack speed violently in a line repeatedly dealing physical damage and this. While Varina's bloodthirst, enemies around her deal reduced damage. Increases my attack speed, pulls in enemies every this and gains 60% size. Big healing. Not bad, not bad. Oh, guaranteed overpower? Interesting. So yeah, I do think he's gonna be my mercenary.
Let's go.
I do think, I mean, it doesn't look like I need to worry about skill sets and skill trees when all I'm doing is calling in a reinforcement for one skill. Right? Is it? I mean, he's the highest, so it makes sense that he's reinforcements. And I will spend time getting everybody to rank 5, I think. It just makes sense to do that. What is that on my head? Is that a giant pole? What in the flip is that? Huh. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck it's meant to be. And I have no idea why it's on my head. Oh wait. Oh, it's my weapon. It was just angled to look like it was coming from my head. Okay, that kind of explains it, because I'm like, yo, what?
Almost appreciates the allies you have collected.
Should we try the Kuros Undercity?
People. Nahanto needs to remember hope, friend. They need a hero.
They need a hero!
Asks that you liberate our lands and help our people, so that you might earn their respect and support.
So I guess we go into the Undercity and see just complete dungeons in Nahanto, questline, tenets of depravity, and yada yada. Okay, so is this quest line going to essentially give me 5?
Good to belong somewhere.
I hope so. A tread rising, slay the realm walker to open a seething realm. We could try that, but I kind of want to. Let's go to get my potion done first, then we'll figure out the other shit. Still not enough of this. Okay then. So long as I have a slightly better one. I really want to see the aspects I have available to me on this class.
Need more time.
What mob type is it that keeps... So now I know what it's like to do this as a melee class-ish. Wait. So you're telling me that so long as this aura remains on my body, everything is going to be feared? Oh shit, I'm just not realizing this. Where are the remaining enemies? What kind of... what in the... okay, it pointed me in this direction. But they are all dead.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Defeat the Realm Walker. Is that a thing on my map? The red skull? I assume it is. There. All right, let's see this realm thing. Yeah, so that's my weapon that's at the back of my head. It's not just some weird stick coming out of my helmet. You know, one thing I could easily do with this, I have no idea if if the thing I have memories of is necromancer specific or not. But basically, if this is going to give me insane CC for my enemies like I am seeing now, I could have it do the thing where I get resource back when an enemy is CC'd or like slowed, whatever, and I just pop that and I keep just siphoning, and I almost said essence, vigor. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm supposed to be going to the seething realm of gold. What the fuck is that? Jeez.
Need more time.
There we go. Right here is here. Where's my legendary item? Isn't he supposed to be guaranteed to drop a legendary item? Okay, let's see what this has in store. Whatever the fuck this is. I'm assuming I'm just meant to get a shit ton of gold in this map. I'm at 800k. I have no idea what I was at before I started, but
I need more time.
thank you very much. That's a lot of oboes. That's a lot. And then I assume this is the final boss. This was here. Never mind.
I need more time.
So basically I have to kill these fuckers. Where's my pets? I just realized I haven't been seeing my pet a whole lot. I've just been assuming he's still, you know, up, but there's every possibility my pet is currently not. You know what I'm messing with that's fun in the campaign? The Ravenous skill boots that lets you take the effect of monster types. Isn't that like a ring? Are there boots for it? And I know the Ravenous skill you're talking about though. The one from Affliction, right? I haven't messed around with that. Veruso's ambition, let's see. Veruso's ambition. Level 20 Ravenous skill. Enemies display their monster category. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know there were boots. But I guess it makes sense. I guess this should tell me persist and netting sounds and buff grants one monster category. It's just reduced damage taken from a monster type and increased damage to that monster type, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Tola, take the ban. I don't deal with bots. Thank you very much. Get the fuck out. All right, now that we've discarded the bots, how impactful do you find the damage to be? Oh wait, what level is it even? What level is the requirement for those boots? Because like I imagine for like the defensive aspect, it's really good. The offensive one as well early on would be nice. Even later on, to be honest, it should still be decent. Enemies within this firestorm explode for heavy fire damage, and you restore while inside. Oh shit, really? I can just get my primary resource for free? And then it lasts 3 seconds. No, it lasts 10 seconds. I'll think about it. 34. It's mega fun. I mean, it's always fun. I find there's a lot of fun or funness, quote unquote, to be found when you're dealing in a when you get to deal with different things from zone to zone. What do I mean? Like when I'm doing crop rotation with harvest, every harvest is different. I get to see, I need to take in information based on what I see and then use that information to do something. And the better I do this, the more rewards I get. In your case, or in the case of Ravenous, what would happen is you get into a map, you see what mob type is predominant, what is there a lot of, and if you know the map itself, what mob type is the boss, and then you make a decision based off of that on, okay, so this is what I need to defend against. Or you hop in and you see like you see goatmen, you know, those goatmen that hurt with their fireballs, and then you can use that. What I want to do right now is I want to check D4 builds and just go through the uniques and whatnot for Spiritborn. Touch of Death already has a guide. Eagle Evade, Payback, Rake, Stinger Swarm. There's a Stinger Swarm? The fuck? What are you using here? So everything can have 2 sockets? Oh no, just 3. Okay. According to your secondary spirit hall choice, your skills all additionally Jaguar, Eagle, or these skills. Oh, so basically we can then get all Centipede and all like Eagle skills. Skills that increase damage per spirit type they have. So in theory, you could go Gorilla, Tiger, and then have Centipede skills, and this would make them do 90% increased damage, which is, you know, kind of nice. But meh, Juggernaut is, you know, Juggernaut. Gorilla skill increases your weapon damage by this of your armor. So this is an armor stacker pretty much. Increases armor for 4. Yeah, it's an armor stacker. Close enemies or those you deal indirect damage to are slowed. You deal increased damage to slowed enemies. And then this is just Rod of Kipiliki. I've heard, I picked on this. I picked on the Sanctuary Spiritborn channel, and everyone's just talking about Rod. I'm like, bruh, Rod, really? But yeah, people like this because it makes core skills free, and I assume they pair it with my current keystone, which is the one that reduces cooldown, which then makes it so you can spam cooldown abilities like this guy right here. Where is Oh, this is Stinger Swarm. So you're making Swarm create Stinger and you're just spamming. Where is the aspect? This guy right here. Which deal this of Stinger's base damage per hit. But yeah, alternatively, you could just like, I think what I'm leaning towards is I'm leaning towards a Swarm-esque build, but I'm leaning away from Rod, mainly because Rod is so popular. But other than that, I also want a situation where maybe we just have so much vigor sustain that we're able to just spam it regardless. You know, I'm thinking, what's infestation? To spawn a swarm from the target which deal poison damage per hit. Now also deal 100% of the damage as poison damage over 6 seconds. Oh, this is basically mandatory to make swarm do any sort of, like, this is mandatory to make swarm do any sort of, what's it called, damage. %100% of their base damage as poisoning damage over 6 seconds. And then there's Ring of Midnight Sun, which is regain vigor if you spent last 2 seconds, gain whatever. Meh. Jeez. Okay. I kind of just wanted to see what they were doing in terms of cast a skill with a cooldown. You get offering, pair it with War Cry, increasing your move speed and damage dealt. And then there's 5 spend resource. You get offering. Oh shit, this would actually be really nice for me. And then Earthen Bulwark for defenses. Meh. I think I already have this though, so that's kind of nice. Anyways, I'm not too bothered about this guy. I came here for this guy right here. So I want to check uniques first and foremost for Spiritborn. I think I already know what you do. I also know what you do. You as well. Band of First Breath. Damage for 4 seconds after gaining resolve. Lucky hit while you have barrier. Max life auspicious. Evading consumes 1 stack of resolve to generate vigor. Armored hide. So you could compare Gorilla with his resolve gen and Eagle with its evade, and then use this ring to just use that to turn into like big vigor gen, pretty much. This is not unique to Spiritborn. This guy, Craze of the Dead God. Ranks to Touch of Death. When you would take direct damage, it is instead distributed as poison over the next 10 seconds, but increased by, oh, this would be so good with the passive that increases your max poison res and gives you poison res over the next 10 seconds, but increased by 30 to 0%. Lucky direct damage has 25% chance based on your poison life percentage to inflict an enemy with Touch of Death. Oh, this is actually really nice. I feel like I'm gonna fuck around with this. This honestly sounds like, what's it called? Petrified Blood, kind of, because it's like when you would take direct damage, it is instead distributed as poison over the next 10 seconds, but then it's increased by however much percent. So this actually sounds very much like, and then of course we have a lot of healing, so we then counter it with healing. This sounds like a very petrified blood-esque item, which is kind of nice to have. Crown of Lucian. Each time you deal with the resource cost, increase damage and resource cost is increased by this for 4 seconds, yada yada. This is not unique. When you would be damaged for at least 40% of your max life, it is instead distributed over the next 2 seconds and reduced by this. This is also petrified blood. Oh my lord, what is going on? Oh jeez. Okay, this is also a petrified blood-esque effect, but this is trying to prevent the one shot. So like only damage that goes above 40% of your max life would trigger this. Then we have Flicker Step, which helps with ultimate cooldowns, which is, you know, alright, but Harmony of Bewaka, I think this is what we just saw. I don't particularly care too much for it, but I could consider it eventually. Air of Perdition. This is a mythic unique, so I shouldn't even think about it, but let's see. Succumb to Hatred. Oh, this is the Mother's Favor one. Spending Vigor heals you for 10% of your max life. Every second your active cooldown now drain 10% of your max life to reduce their duration by 3 seconds. This is also pretty nice. So you essentially cut their cooldowns to a third with this Jackin's Shell, because if you had like a 10-second cooldown, after 1 second, wait, no, every second your active cooldowns now drain this of your max life to reduce. Yeah, so for every second that passes, it removes 3 seconds. So like every second equal to 4 seconds, so it's 25% of its original cooldown. So a 10-second cooldown is actually a 2.5-second cooldown. You're just losing health every second because of this. So you're going to need a whole lot of healing. You're going to need a whole lot of healing to match this, which is right up the alley of like poison, right? Right up the alley. You would have to avoid cooldown skills you do not care about. Like my ultimates, this is one of the ways I would reduce its cooldown by quite a lot. This is actually something I will probably end up using. And then it has ranks to endurance. Endurance is which one? I'm assuming endurance is one of the healing ones. So if I had to say, it's like, oh, it's you. Casting this grants vigor, so it just gives me rank. It gives me more vigor when I cast a defensive. And like, so this guy, I think this becomes mandatory though. Hitting an enemy affected by Scourge has a 60% chance to lifesteal of the damage done up to this. So I think this becomes mandatory. And then I need a fast hitting ability. Something that would hit regardless of distance. And I guess my ulti kind of hits. But I haven't seen anything so far that buffs my ultimates. That's what I'm looking for. I want something that supercharges my ultimate, where the centipede is spitting. Like my guy turns into a force to be reckoned with. What was that sound, my guy? Per point of primary resource you have up to this. Each point of primary resource above 100 grants X 0.2% CSD instead. So this is an easy way to get to 40% CSC. Like you just slap this on, you have 40% crits, which is good for the second passive. So ideally, honestly, I'm gonna hard scale it into Jackin Shell and just like I'm actually gonna go Jackin Shell to reduce the cooldown from this. So the 45-second cooldown would basically, I think, get divided by 4. So that's almost 11-second cooldown, and it has a duration of 15 seconds. So with just Jackin Shell alone, if it's working the way I think it is, then it has my ultimate to have 100% uptime, assuming there's no other cooldown skill. If there are, and it's still the 3 seconds, then I just need to make sure I can deal with the new drain that comes with that. But anyways, Jackin Shell is something that I'm looking into. So let me just put that in here real quick. This is the only unique that has caught my eye so far. Jackin Shell. Mother's Embrace. No. Every person in your market enemy, market enemies are vulnerable, and your attacks against them are granted to critical strike and yada yada. But this is good for single targets. Yeah, Peacemonger's Signet. You gain 7 while you have 4 stacks of ferocity. You gain 7 vigor per second. Gain ferocity also grants resolve. Protection of the prime. And keep in mind, there's also this passive that increases your resource gen. I think it's, where is it? There's one that increases your resource, and I think it's actually up here. This guy, casting a core skill increases all vigor gen by this. Do I have the second part of that? I should, right? Surely I didn't forget to spec into it. Surely. Yeah, I have it. Okay, cool. So where were we? Rakon's Wake. When you cast a skill with a cooldown, you explode, dealing fire damage. Meh. Midday Hunt. Max Vigor is increased by this, and every kill grants you this. While you have Ferocity, your poison effects deal the damage across 33% of the normal duration. I feel like this effect is very strong. And I feel like this is something I would want. What is Nourishment? Yeah, that's decent. I feel like this is something I want. I already have this ring, but I got the minimum roll, which is kind of whatever. Wound Drinker. Every time you deal thorns damage, you gain vigor. Gain toxic skins passive effect. And then this is the rod everyone's been talking about. A pestilence swarm spawns from you every 10 seconds, dealing poison damage per hit. Now orbit around you and generate 1 vigor per. Oh! Wait, what? What is unrestrained? You deal this while unhindered or unstoppable. So it would pay to be unhindered / unstoppable. But a pestilence spawns every 10 seconds, and I think it only lasts 9 seconds. No. They only last 9 seconds. So basically this only gives you 1, but you have a permanent swarm. But this secondary effect is kind of nice, but at the same time I feel like this is giving you a kind of pre-rework Aurelian Soul on you. You know, learning a lot about slams, which is nice. People assume they suck because you have to press them before attacks, but that isn't really the case. What do you mean that isn't the case? Do you not have to press your war cries before the slam? Like, you don't have to do it before every slam, but when you're going to meet that boss, you probably want to get all your exerts going and everything. Every third cast of a basic attack strikes 3 times. This is honestly a pretty interesting effect. This would give me a lot of resource gen, assuming I want that. Your evade is now Soar. Soar deals increased damage. I imagine some builds would definitely want that. Your healing potion no longer heals instantly. Instead, it grants now. These are all stuff that was there before. Casting an alt grants or amplifies its matching primary spirit hull bonus with 50 to 100% potency. It's primary spirit hull bonus, so that is this guy, which is reduces the damage by 2.5 and slows them stack up to 8 times. So they could be doing 25% reduced damage. This says it increases its potency by 100%, so they could be doing 50% less damage, and they could be slowed by up to What is this? 160% slow? That's kind of that kind of be nasty. What is supremacy? Oh, this guy. Increasing your damage by this, you lose. Yeah. That's not bad, honestly. This is attacks reduce ultimate cooldown by 0.4. Oh my lord, what is this? Huh? Okay. I'm looking at a weapon that kind of interests me, I'll be honest. The second thing is that on Chieftain, Warcries have infinite power, means they are always like 6+ exert, so you get 6+ exert before you have to use them again. Yeah. Chieftain is really the way to go if you just want Warcries. Like, I don't think, like, it's either you go Chieftain or you go, I think it's Red Blade Banner. It's a shield that does the same thing. It makes your Warcries have max power, but it's a shield, so that prevents two-hander. So like that's probably so that is the advantage Chieftain has in that regard. So, but that is assuming you go for Chieftain or you go for the Forbidden Flesh and Flame. So it all depends on if you plan on going either or. But it sounds like you were looking at Fire Slams. So Chieftain is probably not a bad idea. Ultimate skills restore. Like, I like the idea of this weapon, I'll be very honest with you. And then the attacks reduce, you know, whatever. Attacks reduce ultimate cooldown just seems like something I want. Like this focuses on ultimates. I want this. Your ultimate skills each gain an additional skill type. The Seeker is a focus skill. The Hunter is a mobility skill. The Devourer is a potency skill. And the Protector is a defensive skill. And I guess mine is the Devourer. So wait. The Devourer becomes a potency skill. And I think these are the potency skills. So then it can then be modified by this, which is increased damage but increased cooldown. But when paired with the chest piece I just showed, I should still have permanent uptime. Well, we would then have 30% X increased damage on it, as well as, well, just anything that had to do with potency. Let me see, what else can we get on potency skills specifically? Is there any other reason? I'm pretty sure we can target potency skills in other ways. Upon casting an ultimate, the last potency skill you cast prior is reset. Does this mean I can cast it twice? Because now it's a potency skill and it's technically the last one I used. Can I just spam it? Wouldn't that be interesting? Honestly. You can auto-exert some of them, but you lose the buffs, which is fine because some of them you don't care about the buffs, so Berserker setups tend to do that. Yeah, I mean, for auto-exerts, you would use like General's Cry because it has like a 3-second cooldown base or something. And then you just take your exerts and you blow shit up. X-Fall is honestly not a bad idea for my current build plan. But anyways, I'm just going to put down all the uniques that catch my eye. This one is Wu something. Wushinakapa. Wushinakpa. This guy. Then we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go to aspects. Spiritborn. And I'm going to look at the Devourer first. Is there anything that references Devourer? No. Ultimates. After casting your ultimate, call your mercenary for reinforcements. %33% cooldown reduction on this guy. if I could get it fast enough, this might actually just be insane damage, insane defenses, because my current mercenary is giving me 90% damage reduction when he is called. This guy right here, 90%, right, with the skill he's going to use. So if I have 90% damage reduction whenever I cast my ultimate for 5 seconds, that'd be kind of nutty. That'd be kind of dumb. Anyways, that's the only aspect that has to do with that. So we're going to read anything that is specific to Spiritborn. So yeah, Spiritborn, because like these don't have, they have every class, but this is how Spiritborn. Defensive skill cooldown faster while moving. That is something I could use. Once an enemy is slowed at least 80%, they also become feared for 3 seconds. You deal increased damage to feared enemies. This is a good skill if I really wanted to go ham on my my defensive. This would easily just be a damage multiplier. Whenever an enemy hits you, your dodge chance increases by this. Successful dodging resets its bonus. Close enemies or those you deal indirect damage to are slowed for 3 seconds. You deal increased damage to slowed enemies. Payback. What is payback? I keep hearing about payback as well. So let's see. Payback. It's a defensive skill, right? It's you. Smash enemies in front of you, dealing damage. When attacked, you have a 30% chance to reduce payback by 1 second. By 1 second. Each time an enemy attacks you, the damage they take from payback is increased by this for 60 seconds up to X 100%. The second cooldown base. Payback passively grants you vigor when you take damage. Payback is now a core skill and consumes all available vigor to increase its damage by 0.5 for each point spent. Shit! So wait. If it uses 100 vigor, right? 100 vigor, your base max. Okay, that's 50% X. I was like, that can't be 500. I can't be doing that math right. That is still a lot of damage. Becoming control impaired while payback is on cooldown makes it free to cast and grants you unstoppable for 5 seconds. Can only come once every 15 seconds. So that's payback, and this is now echoes forward and additionally deals this or your turn damage to enemies. While active, counterattack reflects incoming razor wings back out again. Other small missiles are also deflected back to enemies and deal this on impact. Eagle skills have chance to summon a spirit feather. You can collect spirit feathers to reduce your mobility skill cooldown by whatever seconds. Aspect of endurance. Your resolve has this not be lost when you are hit for each stack of ferocity you have. If vulnerable enemies, reduce your evade cooldown by 5 seconds. Increases this chance by 3%. Move with a mobility skill, evade, drop spirit feathers along which each deal lightning damage on impact. I think I have this currently, which I don't care about. Passive, you are unhindered. Active. It's now also an incarnate skill. You gain movement speed per active razor wing. This might be something I plan to use because there was something that interacted with being unhindered last I checked. I just don't remember what it was. But there was something that interacted with being unhindered. Okay. Aspect of forest power. Create a mystic circle for 10 seconds. Gorilla skill in this empowers them to periodically grant you a barrier. Every second while moving, gain movement speed for 2 seconds. Up to 90%, so up to 3 times, basically. Which is not bad. Centipede skills have 35% chance to spawn this from the target, which deal poison damage per hit. Now 100%. Like, I think this is just mandatory for my build. I think I want to use this for infestation. In some way, shape, or form, I want to use this. Aspect of interdiction. Gain block chance per resolve. I don't care about that. Losing a stack of resolve has a chance to heal you. Meh. Casting a non-basic mobility skill grants resolve and causes your next stomp to meh. Damage. Your block reduction is increased by this while you have a barrier. That's kind of chill. After you evade, your next core skill dashes to your target and does increase damage. Okay. Stinger spawns this at the target and then they spiral outwards. I know about this one. Plains power, Mystic Circle, casting a Jaguar skill. Okay. Empowers them. So there's going to be one for Centipede, right? A Mystic Circle for Centipede. Whatever the Centipede stack is. I don't think we have this one, to be honest. Gain 1 resolve when you dodge an attack. Your potency skills consume this to deal increased damage. That's to gain ferocity. Gain 10% block chance. Blocking an attack from close enemies has a chance. Yeah. Casting a focus skill recalls this to enemies along their way. Gain CSD equal to that's your block chance. Blocking doubles this bonus for 10 seconds. Third attack of your basic skill, you have a 30% chance to unleash payback. So this combined with that thing that makes every attack the third attack means you just have a 30% chance to unleash payback. Interesting. Casting an eagle skill in his Mystic Circle empowers them. Where is the one for the... Is it this one? I think this is it. Up to this to create a Mystic Circle for 10 seconds. Casting a Centipede skill empowers them to periodically apply poisoning damage over 6 seconds to enemies while extending any card control. That's meh. Casting Rushing Claws, extend duration of your normal incarnate skills. What are incarnate skills? Are they your ultimates? No, these are ultimates. Defensive. But these are incarnates. The mobility ones. Yeah, they are the incarnate skills. Okay. Gain resolve for each vigor you have over 100. Sword gains whatever casting increases your weapon damage by this of your armor. Rake manifests, which also casts Rake. When you dodge or block an attack, you trigger thorns against the attacker. Gain increased armor and thorns per 1% missing health. When you cast an incarnate skill, you become vulnerable for 5 seconds. Killing a vulnerable enemy echoes this or killing blow to another nearby attacker. Kills extend the duration of your touch of death swarms by this. Kills extend the duration of your touch of death swarms by 0.2 seconds. When a swarm is replaced early, it bursts for this damage it would have done. It specifically says touch of death swarms. It specifically says touch of death, which means swarms from other sources, like just randomly spawning swarms, I assume would not apply here. Scourge contingent effects. This is something I'm currently using. I don't know if I'll continue using it, but I kind of like the idea of using it because it just perma fears anybody around me and perma staggers and bosses. Heal for this when you poison a healthy enemy. Meh. Enemies you poison have 100% reduced healing, and your eagle skills gain crit chance against them. Exploit their apex and return to where they were cast. Increase. Ravager no longer has a duration. Enemies who move while poisoned by you actually take % of your thorns damage per second. Every third crushing hands. Okay, cool. Cool. Give me a second. Okay, so these two are currently the only ones. First draft Spiritborn minions. These are the only uniques that caught my eyes, but like they are pretty good. As for aspects, There were a few, namely Swarm. Anything that had Swarm, I think it was this guy. Which is just constantly spawning swarms. Then I feel like there was one more, but I don't remember what it was. I don't care about this guy. This one. I think this one was also nice to see. And if I'm constantly spamming cooldown abilities, I just need stuff that can regen my health. So then it makes sense to go for this guy. And the Devourer being the centipede spirits, blasting the enemies for whatever, and then, you know, whatever else it does, right? I think they all count as hits for this guy. So I think it ends up being a situation where I would be taking a lot of dots from, I think it's you. No, it's from you. I'd be taking a whole lot of dots because I'm using like 3 cooldown skills from what I can see. I'd be using cooldown 1, cooldown 2. Well, I don't know if I'll be using this guy. Probably, but there's a chance I wouldn't. But I'd probably be using this guy. So this is 2, and then I don't really need to use anything else. I don't care too much for the Unhindered. I do kind of care for the Unhindered because of this, but I could just become unstoppable, and I think this allows me to become unstoppable for 6 seconds. So as long as I'm spamming it every here and there, I will still have this, you know. Then I can maybe use Soar as my mobility skill of choice, and we see how that goes. I don't know. This is currently the baseline. We're going to continue tomorrow with theory crafting. I might even theory craft some off stream simply because now I have an idea of what aspects and whatnot are there. And we'll see what I come up with. The idea right now is spam ultimate, spam, and then just get a whole bunch of swarms. That is currently the idea. I don't know if I'm going to need Touch of Death for it. But in any case, I plan to have a lot of swarms. Like, I know it's max of 3. So regardless, having the weapon that allows me to, or having the thing that allows me to spam my ultimate, and having my ultimate be the source of lucky hit trigger to spawn my swarms, which would then replace each other and explode themselves, or, you know, yada yada. Like, my ultimate doesn't have the best lucky hit chance, so it's the only problem with this, and neither does Scourge. So we'll have to see something that has decent lucky hit chance. But at the same time, I think this is just, they're all dots, so they're all bound to proc the lucky hits at least once during their lifetime. So anyways, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, and yeah, we'll probably be on more D4, probably fleshed out this slightly more. I don't know. Odds out theory craft more on stream. We'll see how it goes. Till then, good night and see ya.